Good morning and happy Funfold Friday from rainy Texas. Oh my gosh, the flowers are going to be so beautiful. It's going to rain all day today, but I don't care because I'm inside crafting. And I hope you all are keeping warm and dry where you are and excited about today's fun fold. So today's fun fold is something I have never seen before. I got it from Brandy Cox, and I tried to find it on Pinterest. The problem is I don't know how to name it because it's just different. And so I can't wait to show it to you. We're going to be using the Delightful Wishes collection. So the delightful floral delights, that's it, the floral delights paper, which is the beautiful yellow paper, and the delightful wishes stamp set, the beautiful flowers, and the word wishing and all the different phrases that go with wishing. So I think you're really going to like this fun fold. Now, oh, hello. All the names just popped up. Hello, Tony and Darlene, Tina, Linda, Michelle, Luana. Happy Friday, everyone. Don't forget, this is the last week of March. I cannot believe Tuesday is April 1st. That's crazy. So this host code right here, if you want to get a thank you gift from me, you need to put in a $50 order and use this host code here. And in April, we have a brand new Stampin' Rewards program. Well, actually, it doesn't start till April 15th, so halfway through April. But I have something special for you in April, so be sure to be stay with me. Okay, there we go. We've got Michelle here and Dorothy. Hello, and Shannon, Mary Ann, Sandra, Anna. Oh, I don't know. I like both. Anyways, Sandra's here. Okay, let's switch camera views. All right, let me show you the card and you all tell me what you think you want to call it. All right. So let me close it back up. All right. So when you pull it out of the envelope, it looks like this, but then it opens like this. Okay. So it can sit on the table like that, but then this flips. Oh, I forgot to put the white card in here. You put a white card in here and sign it anyways. But yeah, so I wasn't sure what to call this thing. Because you tuck these two things back behind the flip card. So I thought I'd call it tucked behind flip panel. I don't know what I'm calling it. Y'all help me out though while we're watching this. Yes, very fancy, Mel. Maybe we'll just call it the fancy fun fold. Okay. But even though it's fancy, it's not difficult. All right. So first of all, we need some papers. And remember, you'll get all these cutting instructions in your downloadable today in your email. All right. So we're going to start off with our base. Our base is 11 by 4¼ And then that little flap card is 3½ by 7. Okay. So that is your base. Then let me pull that so you can see it. And then you're going to need the designer paper. Let's see, how did I have this? I think I had it. Yeah. Oh, good grief. Yeah, I'm using the blue is the most, and then this is kind of like the accent here, but it's all the same paper. I just flipped these two over, and they're just 1¾ by 4. Okay, and you have 6 of them. So we got that. Then this is the white inside piece, which I forgot on my example. And this could be white, and you could stamp a design. I'm using this is my background, and I am going to pull out the flowers that you can build with the dies. Okay, now you can stamp and cut out flowers, or you can actually cut the flowers out of the paper, however you want to do it. But I thought I'd show you guys how to put the florals together and the leaves. Okay, so we're going to do that. All right, so let's go on and get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is score our 11-inch paper. Now, just remember 2 inches. Okay, just remember 2 inches, except for the little half part. Okay, and what I mean by that is this. Let me turn it over so you can see it better. Whoops, come here. So you'll see this. So it's a little 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, but it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then that little half. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 2 and get your blade out of the way. And then 4, then 4½. I'm going to open up my arm. then 6.5, because we're doing 2. All right, 6.5. Is that 6.5? No, that's 6.5. Sometimes it's hard to tell on this, but I start back here with 7 and 7.5, or 6.5 is right there. A ½ inch away from the 7 is right there. Okay, and then the quarter is like right where the arm turns. Okay. Anyway, so 6.5 and 7, because you need the little ½ inch, 6.5 to 7, and then 9, the other 2 inches. Okay. So one more time, it is, to remove this so I can fold it for you. So this one, okay, and then this, whoops, this one, and let's see. We want this to pop out towards us. So let's go back here. Hey, yeah, there we go. And then back, and then this way, that way. Okay. And then this one closes that way, but it tucks underneath. And if it doesn't fold very well, which this one doesn't look like it's good, it's leaving that bump right there. Just, if you have that trouble, just take your trimmer and just shave off like a minute, I mean, shave it off. You can't even see how much I shaved off. It's like a half of 32. I don't know. All right. So then now it, there we go. Now it folds. Well, gosh, still, wow. I needed to really shave that off. All right. Hold on. There we go. Now let's try it. So it folds. And, yeah, there we go. So now it folds. And then this one goes this way and this way. All right, so that makes this little section here pop out towards you. And then this one folds in. And let's see if it's going to work. Nope. All right, so let's shave off a little inch here. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We have it like that. Now, the only thing we're going to do beyond this is I want to cut this center section down. All right, and let me show you here so that it looks like your card is floating. Okay, so it looks like your card is floating. And how we're going to do that is this little section, we're going to come down a ½ inch on both sides and cut across, and then a ½ inch here and go across. So put it in your machine, in your cutter, and get the score line right up there in the blade. Okay. And then come here and just come down a ½ inch. All right, so right there. I know it's hard to see. And then move it to the other side. Do the same thing. Okay, and just to the ½ inch. All right, and now flip it over. And we want a ½ inch, so right there. And find where you started and stopped, right there at the 4. Okay, this is kind of hard. It's all bent. Let me re-bend it so it stops bending up on me here. Move all the score lines back. All right, there we go. Now put that in there, and then at the 4 inch and the, we're going to go from 4 to 7. Okay, 4 to 7. And if it didn't get it quite cut out like that right there, that's okay. Just pull it out. You're not going to see this. Like I said, it's just the back where okay, and another way to do it would be to just cut the half from the 4 to the 7. Wait a minute. Yeah, from the 4 to the 7. And then just cut with your snips on the little ½ inch. I keep moving it. Come on. There we go. So 7 to 4. There we go. And then you could just use your snips and snip it off this way. So either way works, but you just want to get the little piece out. And it doesn't have to be exactly a half. It can be anything, just so that it looks like your card's floating there. All right, one more time. Let me show you how to fold it, and let me show you how to score it. Okay, so here's my 11 inches, and I went 2, 4, 4.5. Then I went 2 inches again, which is 6.5, 7, 9. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2 little 1/2 inch things there. All right. This piece wants to fold out in front. So you're going to fold it back and like that, and then do this one like that. Okay. So you have that. And then these two fold in and tuck under. Okay. I mean, like I said, it's a fun card. Isn't it cool? Okay, we've got all that done. Let's get our designer paper glued on here. Our pretty designer paper. Now you have 6 of these. Because this flaps open when you open it, but it also folds closed, you want DSP on both sides of this, okay? And you can have them both the same or different, whatever you want. We're going to make ours the same, I think. Is that what I wanted? No, I think I did the, oh, I can't remember. I think I did the darker on the inside. Yeah, I did. All right, so we're going to put that there and that there. Just flip that one over. Okay, let's get this on here. Hello, Joan from Washington. Carla. Michelle says, it's like a triple column. Well, it is like a triple column or a quadruple column or I don't know, but yeah, that's a good idea. We can call it columns. Okay. All right, got that on there. So, you know, I live down here in Texas, and I don't usually cook Mexican food or Tex-Mex. My family's actually from New England, so I grew up eating New England food. However, we're going to have some company tonight, and we decided to do a Tex-Mex because our company is family from Boston. So I'm going to try my hand at charro beans tonight. Have any of you ever made charro beans? Of course, you know, I just went to Pinterest and found a recipe, and I'm just going to follow the recipe. It's a crock pot recipe, so it should be okay. Though it calls for bacon. I have not made bacon. Oh gosh, that scared the tarnations out of me. I heard this noise behind me. And guess who it is? Come here, sweet girl. Oh no, they're chasing oh, the kittens are playing. They're chasing each other. I love those babies. Okay, and this one. Yay. All right, so there's the that's all the DSP there is. And like I said, unless you do it on the front of the flap card like I'm going to. But that's pretty simple. And I just cut these down a 1/4 inch. Whoopsie. A 1/4 inch shorter than the column. So they're 2 inch. So these are 1 3/4 by 4. Okay. All right. Let's put that to the side now. And let's build our centerpiece. Here we go. So first of all, this is 3 1/2 by 7. And we're going to score that at 3 1/2. Yep. So that it makes a square flip card. So, and you want the fold on the top, so it'll flip up like that. All right. And then we're going to this here and this here. All right. And then this piece goes on the inside. And these are just 3/4 inch squares. So it's a 3 1/2 inch square card with a 3 1/4 inch square layer. There we go. All right. So there's our card. All right. Now, I said I would show you how to put these guys together. All right. And let me pull it all out here. Most of them I have already put together, but the wishing and I did heat embossing for our sentiment, get well, wishing you well. I went ahead and stuck this one on and this one on. And I went ahead and did the leaves also because those are pretty easy. But it's the big one that I want to help you with and the wishing. Okay, so what I did, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Okay. So when you look at this piece, there's this big notch right there, okay? And to find that notch, to match it, there's a petal here that has like, I don't know, teeth mark or something. And this petal matches right up with it, okay? And of course you maneuver it so that the notch and the petal, and it lands right on top. And that's how you do it. So one more time, let me pull this up a little closer so you can see. So this piece here has that big notch right there. And this petal has some teeth or jagged edge. And when you would be rotating this around going, oh, how does this fit on here? I can't figure this out. Well, when you get here, that notch and that petal line up perfectly. All right. I hope that helps. Like I said, these things can be kind of hard. And also another huge thing you want to do is use the, oh, it'll come to me, adhesive sheets. Okay. Because gluing this, well, this one might not be too bad. There's some larger sections, but these little bitty sections, oh my gosh, you'd get glue squishing out everywhere. Yeah, just a big mess. So I would highly suggest you use adhesive sheets for that. All right. Whoops. Come on, get out of there. See, I see another one right there, but that's okay. And like I said, I'm just going to line that petal up and that petal up with that groove. Okay. Fits just perfectly on there. If it bends out of shape, just kind of force them into place. That's another reason to have adhesive sheeting. All right. And that little piece didn't pop out. Just get your tweezers. I did put an X there so I wouldn't forget where that section is while I was trying to tell you, because, you know, I tend to forget things all the time. But these little Bic pencils, oh my gosh, they're the best things for, I mean, they're a very light lead, and the little white, be sure you get the white erasers. They have colored erasers and those are okay, but I like the white erasers better. They're softer and they get it in there. Okay. So that's that. Like I said, I already did the leaves. They're pretty easy. You just line them up. These are pretty easy because you have like this flat side and then you have these long sides. So that's pretty easy to line up. Now, wishing. I did it again. I was so getting everything done that when I pulled the wishing off of the die, I lost the two itty bitty white dots. So I just took a gel pen, okay, and I just put white dots there. So that's the best thing. Now, putting on this you definitely have to have the adhesive sheeting on. It is just too skinny. All right. And then just pull the backing off. Okay. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm not going to lay it all down at once. I'm going to start with the W. Okay. Squish that down. Then I'm going to make sure the I is in its place. Come on. Yep. Want to move. And the S, make sure the S is in its place. And the H. Okay. Those are doing good. And then come back over here. My G, look how bad off my G is. So we're just going to maneuver it and get it there. And like I said, with the adhesive backing, it's real easy. Ta-da! Yay. All right, let's make our card. So pretty. So pretty. This folded down so it'll quit popping up on me. And so, like I said, I did wish you well. So I'm going to put this down here. And it's a little long. I forgot to trim it. Hold on. Let me get my trimmer. Like I said, that was 3 1/4. So let me trim this down to 3 1/4. Now on my other card, I fussy cut it out and it looks okay. It looks okay. But I also fussy cut the flowers out. These are flowers from the paper that I cut out. And then I just put I kind of trimmed it like that. And that looks nice. I like it. But I thought I'd try something different. So, oh heavens, there it is. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to, what we call dry fit it first. So we're going to have this and this and this. Put you underneath there like that. Then we've got all those leaves and then the wishing. Yeah. Or maybe. That looks nice too. Okay, so like that. One thing though, if you want the wishing to pop up like with the flowers, which you can do easily, but don't take the adhesive sheeting off. It's pretty rough. I think dimensionals will stick onto that wax back paper. But if it doesn't, that's okay. You can just take off that little section. So like this, I'm going to definitely put a dimensional where the S is and where the H is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm really being weird here, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you all an alternative. That's all. So these edges here, I just come in here and I cut like that. And this gives me these long skinny pieces that are very helpful when trying to give something so tiny some dimension. All right, so we got that one. Let's get some dimension where the N is. All right, and that's that one. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Let me finish putting these on here and we'll have it done. All right, so let me put these guys on here. Let's see. I'm trying to use up this sheet. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to put that there. Looks beautiful. Okay, then we can put, and it's okay. It can come off the edges because this is a floating card. So maybe put this one down here and maybe put that one down there. Yeah. Or, oh, I love playing with stuff and then get all confused what I want to do. I'm making it too symmetrical, but that's okay. All right, let me just take the backings off of these and stick them down. Oh, I barely got any backing on this one. It's just down here in the corner. Okay, I'm going to need a little glue on that. There we go. Okay. And this one, how we doing, everyone? Hello, Melinda from West Virginia. And Elaine, happy Friday, Elaine. Jan, hello. Yep, the flower layers were tricky. Yes, they were. But we figured it out, didn't we? Okay, I really want to have that not be symmetrical. There, that looks good. All right, now let's do our leaves. So the big leaves go, of course, with the big flower, and the little leaves go with the little flower. Come on, get up. There we go. And love it. And I'm putting 2 for you. Oop, that one didn't get any adhesive backing on it. I have to use some adhesive for that. 2 for each, because we can. Oh, also, I don't know if you noticed. So it's darker down here at the bottom. Let me pull it up so you can see it better. That is the bottom of the leaf. Not that this couldn't be, but it looks a little different that way. So that's the bottom of the leaf. And let's see. I stuck this down and now I can't get the leaf underneath it. There we go. Do, 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 do. Come on. There we go. Come on. All right. I love that. That looks great. So far, so good. Let's do this one. Almost there. So Fun Fold, remember, you're going to get the downloadable tutorial this afternoon in your email. Okay. So those of you who are seeing this after Friday and you are not on my mailing list, but you would still like the tutorial, sign up for the mailing list, email me and tell me that you you're just now signing up for the email and you'd like the downloadable. And of course, I will send it to you. All right, here we go. Here's the wishing, and we put the dimensionals back there. Oh, I did want to take this off because this is going to stick to the flower there. All right, there we go. Oh, and I need to take these backings off. That would help. Now, the reason I don't take the backing off here and here is because I don't want it to stick down to the card and have like a lump in my sentiment. Okay. I could put dimensionals there, but you know, after a while, it just gets to be a much. Okay, the wishing. There we go. And that's just going to stick onto that flower and in. All right, we got that. And then you will. Oh, yeah. And I wanted the G to touch the you will like that. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. And now for our final piece here, we glue this onto that and we are done. And did anybody decide what we should call this thing? Let me look back in the comments and see if someone came up with something. Now, when you're putting, the reason I like glue is because I can wiggle it around a little bit because I want it to be as centered as possible. So centered here and centered here. All right. And let me show you how it folds again. So these tuck in like that. And then it tucks back like that. And then it goes in the envelope. It's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it fits in a regular envelope beautifully. Okay. And then when the recipient gets it, they go, oh my gosh, this thing is crazy. Then they figure it out and then they put it on their mantle and they show it off to all their friends. Oh, Lisa Curcio did this on Monday and called it the floating panel card. Well, thank you, Louise. I did not know Lisa had done it. Like I said, I got it from Brandy Cox, and she just called it the panel fun fold. So anyways. Oh, yes, Elaine, definitely spring vibes. Yes, staying alive in, wait a minute. Staying alive in 25, it was something vibes in 25. I forget, but oh well. I like the word vibes. So fun. Jan says, so fancy. So fancy. I love it. Awesome. Okay, you guys have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back Monday night for Monday night scrapbooking, Monday night stamping. Even though football's over, baseball started yesterday. Go Sox. The Red Sox beat the Rangers last night. That was fun. Anyways, you guys have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.